Hello, this is Gary Marks, and I'm the new Director of Music at St. Paul's Episcopal Church here in downtown San Antonio. And I'm glad to be sharing this video today from the sanctuary of St. Paul's Episcopal Church. Today the sanctuary is empty on a Sunday morning because of the pandemic and that we are trying to keep our community safe. So I came in to make this video because I know there are people at home who are alone, some who may be ill, some who may be struggling with family members who are ill, some who may be struggling financially, some who may be concerned about their loved ones working in the healthcare industry, others that might be far away with an illness, others who have lost someone that they loved because of this pandemic. So I want you to know that our heart is with you today, and I'm trying to find a way for us to express ourselves musically as we cannot sing together. Singing together is an important role of the congregation because it's a way we express ourselves. Music being both impression from what we hear from others singing or performing, and expression from what we give of ourselves, a self-giving through our voices, a real intimacy that we share together within the congregation. So one way I've thought about doing this is studying a hymn and maybe having people record it individually and then putting it together in one long video, large video of the congregation singing together. And the hymn I've chosen is actually in the public domain, and it is not in our hymnals right now, but it is very appropriate to the times that we're living in right now. And it was written by Robert Lowry back in 1868. And he was an American Baptist minister in this country. And he wrote this hymn called How Can I Keep From Singing? And I want you to listen to the text of this, because the Quaker community even picked this text up and uses it quite commonly. In fact, it's quite commonly known as a Quaker hymn because of their use. But this was written by a Baptist minister, and just take a listen to the text. My life flows on in endless song, above earth's lamentation. I hear the sweet, though far off hymn that hails a new creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It finds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? What though my joys and comforts die, the Lord my Savior liveth. What though the darkness gather round, songs in the night he giveth. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since Christ is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? I lift my eyes, the clouds grow thin, I see the blue above it, and day by day this pathway smooths, since first I learned to love it. The peace of Christ makes fresh my heart, a fountain ever springing. All things are mine, since I am his, how can I keep from singing? No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that refuge clinging. Since Christ is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? Then in the 1950s and 60s, Pete Seeger recorded this song, and two other verses were written to this. And I think it's very appropriate for the times that we live in today. And I want you to take a listen to these verses written in the 1950s that are also sung to the tune of this hymn. When tyrants tremble, sick with fear, and hear their death knell ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell and dungeon vile, our thoughts to them go winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing? No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to that refuge clinging. Since Christ is Lord of heaven and earth, how can I keep from singing? I will put the text out for this song hymn to the congregation. We'll learn it together, and those who would like to sing a verse or sing a little part of it, we'll put it all together and we'll make one congregational hymn singing together that we can all listen to while we're at home. And this will be our expression. So thanks for your warm welcomes here at St. Paul's. I'm glad to be here and so glad to be a part of this community which I visited so often before I took the position as director of music. And today, on Sunday morning, as the church sits empty, we've experienced a storm outside, at least in the downtown area. And I think this song and hymn is pretty appropriate for what we've been experiencing. May God richly bless you, keep you safe, and let's keep each other safe. Thank you so much.